What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to check out another beer. Rod J here. Going to take a look at another one from a series I've been tasting recently. This is from Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project. This is actually their Bocky beer. This is considered to be a Bock beer, and supposedly it's supposed to be a pretty good malty Bock. Had not had this one before either. Again, Pretty Things is actually out of Massachusetts. And I saw at one site where the style was ranked as a Dunkler Bock. So looking forward to checking this one out. On the label itself, not really too much information. Just irrepressibly malty Bock. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open and get it into a glass. And again, this will be another 22-ounce serving. So all the ones I got from this brewery were actually pretty big sizes from my local store here. Wow, I can already smell the malts coming out of the glass right now. So there we go, we get it into the glass. Pours out easily, a nice 2-finger head. The color, a nice dark, deep, reddish brown color. Not completely colored through the light. I can see some to the other side, barely, but out of the light you are blocked out, as you can see. Pretty good carbonation as far as some of the bubbles I see sticking to the side of the glass. The head itself, a nice tan head, has a little bit of a creaminess to it. Should lace rather nicely, it seems. And outside of that, nothing else way too much. It's a nice dark color beer. Getting aroma. Wow. On the aroma, I'm getting a lot of the malt coming right out. Get that caramel. Get some of that molasses sweetness. A little bit of a coffee in the background. Not getting too much of any chocolate flavor. Now, there's no IBUs listed that I could find, so I'm not sure what the IBU listing is on this one. But it does have that nice deep sweetness that you would come to expect with the Bock type beer. Nothing else really too much jumping out. Now you look at the head. The head is actually dissipated downward. Now it's less than a finger, so it is moving down at a pretty steady rate. Go and get a taste. Wow. Nice flavors come through in the taste. Really open up nicely. You get some of that chocolate type flavor in the mouth from the malts. It does have a watery texture. The mouthfeel, though, is a nice moderate to strong mouthfeel. Got a great full body beer here. If I didn't mention, this one is actually 7.5% ABV. It leaves a long lasting duration, which is nice. I can just feel the flavor swirling around. On the finish, the finish is very nice. No astringency. Get a tad bit of maybe like a little bit of the alcohol taste, but nothing off-putting. You really do pick up a lot of that flavors. Kind of some of those dark fruits as well. Kind of tasting, I guess it would be something kind of, I want to say like a raisinish type taste, or something dark along those lines, but not really as much of anything towards a licorice or anything like that. Not a big fan of some of the wateriness in the texture, but everything else outside of that is really phenomenal in this one. It really does hold up well with some of the flavors taking place. Another great beer to have a cigar with here. I like to have this one maybe like with a burger as well. I think it could match up nice with a heavier meat like that. Very relaxing beer. You can just sit back and really kind of pour yourself into this one and just enjoy it a little bit longer as well. And it has like a little bit of a refreshness to it. So not a bad one from Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project, the Bocky beer. Not too heavy, which was some of the Bocks, as they go up in ABV, start to become heavy. This one doesn't really do too much along those lines. Go ahead and check some of the ratings here. Now this one is actually rated by Rate Beer as a 96 overall, 100 for style. Untapped has it at 3.76 bottle caps, which is a pretty good score there. And Beer Advocate actually has an 87, very good. But all in all, I would say a pretty pleasing beer. I think it's a solid beer. I think it delivers that Bock flavor, which you would usually have with some of those notes that you come to expect. You do have a little bit, I would say, in that aftertaste of reminiscent of the coffee, kind of a coffee ground type taste a little bit. But if you're like a person that likes coffee, I think you'll actually like that flavor in there as well. But actually, not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually give this one a B. I think it's a solid beer. It doesn't really blow me away like some of the other ones have from them, but I think it does deliver. I think if that texture wasn't as watery, I'd probably like it a little bit more. But overall, I think it's a pretty solid rendition of a Bock. And if you've had this one before, let me know. This is the Bocky beer from Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project out of Massachusetts. Put some comments in the comment section. Let me know your feedback on it if you've had it. And nothing else really much to say on this one. Just a nice Bock to enjoy the night with. So I'm going to go ahead and finish knocking this one out. Appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. Hopefully, if you like what you saw, you hit that like button. And of course, make sure you subscribe to stay up to speed if you want to see other videos down the line. But appreciate any time spent as I enjoy this beer. I'm glad I could share it with you. Cheers. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.